breakfast every morning, often making toast along with it. So one morning, when Amelia was little, she's sitting in a booster chair at the kitchen table eating cereal. I popped a few pieces of bread into our toaster oven, got busy doing 6 other things, and quickly forgot about the toast. When I saw smoke pouring out of the toaster oven, I grabbed the handle, pulled out the tray, exposing 4 slices of bread that were on fire. Not smoking, they were flaming at this point. Always a quick thinker, I screamed and threw the tray at the kitchen sink. 3 pieces of toast hit the target, but the 4th went high, setting the cute little yellow curtains on fire. I screamed again, then grabbed Amelia's cereal bowl and threw it at the burning curtains. Now, the milk doused most of the fire, and I calmed down enough to realize that throwing things was probably not my best strategy. Then I noticed that the toaster itself was shooting sparks and seemed to be on fire. How long had this thing been on? So I got a glass, filled it with water, took a deep breath, and poured it on what remained of the flaming curtains. Then I grabbed a towel, beat on the toaster until everything seemed quiet and I could unplug it. Now, that may have been the year that I started so many kitchen fires that my daddy gave me a fire extinguisher for Christmas. Happy day. Back then, our toaster had an on-off switch, and that was it. On was on, which meant that it was possible to leave toast under the little broiler all day and all night until the food burned, the wiring melted, and the whole thing burst into flames. At some point, I don't know when, someone had the bright idea of adding a timer and an automatic shutoff. This simple change made it a whole lot harder for distracted mothers or anyone else to leave the broiler running until it set the kitchen on fire. 30 years later, while working on an article about how the government could protect consumers from predatory financial companies, do you like this transition? Was that smooth? You got it admit. I thought about those old toaster ovens. By then, it was almost impossible to buy a toaster that had a 1 in 5 chance of bursting into flames and burning down your house. But by the 2000s, it was possible to refinance a home with a mortgage that had a 1 in 5 chance of costing a family their home and putting them out on the street. In fact, it wasn't just possible. Those mortgages were bursting into flames all over the